So very good afternoon, dear students. So today we will be solving the multiple choice questions, which you might be getting it in the CET or NEET examination from the topic of structural organization in animals. So we have recently discussed about the structural organization in animals. So you know about a few of these aspect of it, like animals are having four types of tissue: the epithelial tissue, the connective tissue, muscular tissue, and neural tissues. So we had discussed about that. So let us discuss this nearly 30 questions from this topic. So the structural organization in animals. So the first question that we have here is, which statement is false about the epithelial tissues? They have given four statement. So there is one false statement that you have to identify. So three statements are correct, one statement is wrong. So we have to identify the wrong statement. See, they have a free surface that faces body fluid or outside environment. This point is correct. They link and support other tissues or organs, the epithelial tissues. The third point they have given us, they cover or line body or body parts. They may be single layered or multiple layered. So the fourth point they have given us, they cover or line body or body parts. They may be single layered or multiple layered. Why is B wrong? See, this B part, it is an attribute of connective tissue. They link and support other tissues or organs. This is a feature of connective tissue, not that of epithelial tissue, because of which B is the wrong statement about epithelial tissues. Remaining three statements are correct. Okay. Then we have, which of the following statement is incorrect about squamous epithelium? So you know the squamous epithelium, they are flake-like cells. So is incorrect. Again, it is an incorrect statement that implies three statements might be correct and one statement is wrong. So we have to identify the wrong statement. So it consists of single thin layer of flattened cells with irregular boundaries. So this is a correct statement of squamous epithelium. It is present on secretory and absorptive surfaces. It is found on the walls of kidney. It is involved in many functions like forming a diffusion boundary. That is also correct. So which is the wrong answer here?
Option C.
Why is it wrong? See, option C, walls of kidney. So you find the cuboidal, the proximal convoluted tubule, you have this cubical epithelium or cuboidal epithelium. Haven't we discussed about that? Okay. So there you don't find the squamous epithelium. So that is the reason it is a wrong statement. So it is present on secretory and absorptive surfaces. That is there. So C is the wrong statement for squamous epithelium. So epithelium found in the walls of gastrointestinal tract. So the epithelium which is found in the walls of gastrointestinal tract is simple columnar, simple cuboidal, simple squamous, or is it glandular germinal epithelium? What is the type of epithelium found in the walls of the gastrointestinal tract? Okay, so which is the answer for it? See, the gastrointestinal tract, they are all lined from the small intestine to the large intestine to the stomach. They are all lined by the simple columnar epithelium. So the walls of the gastrointestinal tract is lined by this simple columnar epithelium. So A is the answer. Fourth one, ciliated epithelium is found in fallopian tube, skin, buccal cavity, none of these.
Fallopian tube.
Fallopian tube they are found because ciliated epithelium, they guide the movement of particles. You know that here the movement of particles in fallopian tube would be the egg cell or ovum. Okay, so that is the reason they have the ciliated epithelium. So fallopian tube is the right answer. Fourth one is fallopian tube. So the fifth one, gap junctions are the junctions that facilitate the cells to communicate with each other, connect the cytoplasm of adjoining cells, perform cementing to keep adjacent cells together, both A and B. So which is
Both.
the answer for this?
Both A and
Why is
B.
it both A and B? Both the statement are correct. They facilitate the cells to communicate with each other because of the cytoplasmic connection, almost like plasmodesmatal connections they are. So they connect the cytoplasm of adjoining cells. So both the statements A and B are correct statements for gap junctions. The excess of nutrients which are converted into fats are stored in. So where are they stored? Adipose tissue, areolar tissue, neural tissue, or epithelial tissue.
Adipose
Adipose
tissue.
tissue.
So they are stored in adipose tissue. Sixth one, A is the answer. So the ligaments are the dense regular connective tissue that attach skeletal muscles to bones, attach one bone to another bone, attach muscle to muscle, all the above. What is the
Attach
correct
Attach
one
one
answer?
bone
bone to another
to
bone.
another bone.
Option
Yes,
B.
LB square I told you about. So ligaments attach bone to bone. They have the elastic fibers, or we also call it as yellow fibers. So the ligaments are made up of this dense regular connective tissue, which is elastic in nature. So they attach one bone to another bone. Seventh one, the right answer is B. B is the right answer. Okay. Eighth one, bone cell is also known as,
Osteocyte.
which are,
Osteocyte.
yes. So bone cells are present in this lacunae or space, isn't it? Cavity. We call that as osteocyte. So osteocyte connects with the neighboring cells by canaliculi, cytoplasmic connections, which we call it as canaliculi. So bone cell is also known as osteocyte. A is the answer for it. Analyze the following figure and select the correct statement. So here you can find within the cavities, there are the cells. So you have to analyze this diagram and select the correct statement. A and B they have given here. The figure is the section of bone and A is collagen fibers and B is osteocyte. Okay, the figure is the section of cartilage and A is the collagen fibers and B is the chondrocyte. The figure is section of bone and A is collagen fibers and B is chondrocyte. The figure is the section of cartilage and A is collagen fiber and B is osteocyte.
So is it
Option
cartilage?
B.
See, there are and A is collagen fibers. Yes, the option B is the right answer. Okay, so such sort of diagram oriented question also you can expect it. So the ninth one, option B. 10th one, blood and lymph differ from other connective tissues because, so what is the answer? They are the only fluid connective tissues. They have no collagen fibers. They have no fibroblasts. All of the above. See, blood and lymph, how are they unique in connective tissue? Fibroblasts are not found in.
Lymph.
So the question is 10th one, isn't it? So all of these statements, they are the only fluid connective tissue, the blood and lymph. Blood and lymph, they do not have collagen fibers. They do not have fibroblasts also. When I discussed about fibroblasts, except for blood, all the connective tissue has fibroblasts I had told you about, except for blood. So blood and lymph, they do not have this fibroblasts. So all the three statements they have given are correct. All of the above are correct statements, which is not true about skeletal muscle. So when you say skeletal muscle, you should remember it is striated muscle. It is voluntary in function. They undergo fatigue. So skeletal muscles, whenever you have that biceps example, so they have striated muscles. So dark and light bands are present. It is involuntary in action. Biceps is an example. Myoglobin is present.
So it is
So which
voluntary in
is not
action.
true,
Option B.
Voluntary in action,
not
sir.
true in involuntary in action. Yes. So here three statements are correct. Dark and light bands are present in skeletal muscle. Bicep is an example. Myoglobin is present. So these three statements are correct, but it is voluntary. It is not involuntary action. B is the wrong statement for skeletal muscle. So B is the answer. So these are negative selection questions, we call it as, where a wrong answer would be given, three would be right. Then positive selection, three wrong answers would be there, one would be the right answer. We should choose that. So this is a negative selection question. Intercalated discs are the feature of striated muscle, smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, both A and B.
Cardiac
Cardiac
muscle.
muscle.
Cardiac muscle.
Cardiac muscles, they have this intercalated discs, which are also called as communication discs, isn't it? The structural and functional unit of neural system is
Neuron.
neuron is the structural and functional unit of neural system. D is the answer. Neuron is the answer. Earthworm comes under the class. Which class does it come? Polychaeta, Hexapoda, Oligochaeta, Gastropoda. See, we have not discussed about this. So earthworm is phylum Annelida, you have to remember about. So the Gastropoda comes under Mollusca. Hexapoda, it is not possible. Either it has to be Polychaeta or Oligochaeta. So the 14th one, earthworm, so comes under the class. Okay, Oligochaeta is the answer. So earthworm comes under the class Oligochaeta. See, we have this type study of earthworm, which I have not discussed. When we discuss this type study, we would be discussing the classification, isn't it? It belongs to phylum Annelida, class Oligochaeta. Then you have this Ferretima, the scientific name of earthworm. So on that basis, this question is framed. So C, Oligochaeta is the answer. Earthworm comes under the class Oligochaeta. Find out the wrongly matched pairs. So again, this clitellum, prostomium, so they're all seen in earthworm. So this we have not studied, but anyway, I'll be giving you the answer for it. So 15th is B. B is the wrongly matched pair. Prostomium first segment is the wrongly matched pair, 15th one. Calciferous glands are present in. So where are they present? Even we have not heard about this. So D is the answer. Calciferous glands are found in the stomach of earthworm. So 17th one, select the false statement about the circulatory system of earthworm. See, earthworm, it is closed type. Hemoglobin is dissolved in. So false statement here it has to be. So it is dissolved in plasma. Blood glands produce hemoglobin. Capillaries are absent. So the false statement about this, three statements are correct and one statement is wrong. So the
Is
17th
it
one is,
option E?
hmm? No, they have closed type of circulatory system, earthworm. Capillaries are absent. D is the answer. So that is the false statement. So capillaries are present. Okay. So capillaries are absent, another false statement. See, it is a closed type of circulatory system. It is correct. Hemoglobin is dissolved in plasma. That is also correct. Whereas in human beings, we have hemoglobin in the RBC, isn't it? But in earthworm, even though they have red blood, the hemoglobin is found in the plasma. Blood glands produce hemoglobin. That is also correct statement. Capillaries are absent is a wrong statement. So capillaries are present. Okay, so capillaries are absent is the false statement for circulatory system of earthworm. So D is the answer. So the scientific name of earthworm is Ferretima. Okay, there are different species. So which of the following structures are found in fourth, fifth, and sixth segments of Ferretima posthuma? Okay, so the 18th question, A is the answer. So the blood glands and pharyngeal nephridia are found in the fourth, fifth, and sixth segments of earthworm, Ferretima. Okay, so A is the answer, blood glands and pharyngeal nephridia.
Sir, Sir,
Yes.
sir,
Yes.
what is Ferretima postuma?
Earthworm, scientific name.
Okay, sir.
There are 2 to 3 species of earthworm. Ferretima is the scientific name of earthworm. So A is the answer. Blood glands and pharyngeal nephridia are found in fourth, fifth, and sixth segments. In which segment the testes and ovaries of Ferretima are seen? Okay. So which segments are they seen? So it is C, testis 10th to 11th is it is noticed. Ovaries are noticed between 12th and 13th. See if it is not there even in the syllabus of NEET also. So in case if PUC gives the type study of earthworm, cockroach, everything they include, then we might have to study. Still last year, we were discussing only about the type study of cockroach. And I have told you in today's class also that the type study of cockroach, they have removed it from the CBSE syllabus for this academic year since they have reduced the 30% of syllabus. Otherwise, in the regular study, type study of cockroach is mandatory. Okay, so the 19th one, you know the answer, isn't it? So the testes are located in the uh, 10th and 11th, and ovaries between 12th and 13th. Which of the following is the function of spermatheca in the earthworm? Okay, the function of spermatheca in earthworm, the 20th is B. They receive and store spermatozoa during copulation. So B, they receive and store spermatozoa during copulation. Okay. Mouth parts of cockroach are of sponging, siphoning, piercing and sucking, biting and chewing. What type of mouth parts does the cockroach have?
Biting and chewing.
Option D.
Yes. Option D, biting and chewing. Okay. The odd man out. Which is the odd man out? That is wrong combination. So three of them are correct, one is wrong.
Anal style is odd one out, sir.
Yes, because the other things are all mouth parts. The anal style is the odd man out. Okay. Anal style is present only in case of male cockroach. Okay. Style is present in male. I am talking about cockroach again. Okay. The odd man out is anal style because labrum, maxilla, and hypopharynx, they are the uh, mouth parts of cockroach. 23rd statement. Select the false statement regarding the circulatory system of Periplaneta americana. Again, it's a false statement implies they have three correct statement and one statement is wrong. Heart has funnel-shaped chambers with ostia on either side. This is a correct statement. Circulatory system is open type without anterior aorta and other blood vessels. Visceral organs located in the hemocoel are bathed in hemolymph. This is correct statement. Blood from sinuses enter heart through ostia and is pumped anteriorly to sinuses again. D is also correct statement. So B is the wrong statement. Circulatory system is open type, that is correct, but they have anterior aorta. So without anterior aorta and other blood vessels. So let us, which is the wrong statement? 23rd. So for me, the wrong statement is B. Why is it wrong? Is see, circulatory system is open type, that is correct, and without anterior aorta and other blood vessels, other blood vessels are absent, but they have anterior aorta is present. What is anterior aorta? It is a chamber, right auricle or aorta. Okay, so not a chamber. It is one of the blood vessels. Anterior aorta is present in case of this uh, circulatory system of Periplaneta americana. Auricle or atrium. So they are the chambers. Aorta is a blood vessel. So that is present anterior aorta, whereas the other things are right. So except for anterior aorta, which is present. So B is the false statement. Remaining statements are all correct. Only today we discussed about that, isn't it? How many chambers are present in the tubular heart of cockroach?
13.
Did you count today in the diagram? So the answer is 13 chambers of heart present in the tubular heart of cockroach. So 13 chambers totally it is. Okay, they are found from the thorax to the abdomen. So abdomen has 6 segments, 3 segments in case of thorax. So they have 13 chambers totally. They are present in the tubular heart of cockroach. So no, that is the abdomen has 10 segments, isn't it? Each segment will be having this funnel shaped chamber. So 3 chambers from thorax, 10 plus 3 is 13. That is how we get the 13 chambers of heart are present in the tubular heart of cockroach. Number of ommatidia present in both eyes of Periplaneta americana is about. Both eyes they have given. So what is the answer? 25th.
2000.
Single eye is 2000 ommatidia. Both eyes is 2000 plus 2000 D.
2000.
4000 is the answer. So that is why you should be very careful. The more the
Sorry, sorry.
question is easier, read it twice. Okay. The more the question seems easier, might be not an easy question. So read it twice before you answer it. So number of ommatidia present in both the eyes of Periplaneta americana is about 4000. Select the correct sequence of sperm conduction in reproductive system of male cockroach. So today I discussed about
Option
that.
C.
Testis,
Option
vas
C.
deferens, seminal vesicle, ejaculatory duct, male gonophore. So option C is the correct option. So 26C is the answer. So which statement is false about reproductive system of female cockroach? That implies there is around 4 statements, 3 are correct and 1 is wrong. So the first statement is each ovary is formed of 8 ovarian tubules, ovarioles, containing a chain of developing ova. Oviducts of each ovary unite into a single median oviduct vagina, which opens into genital chamber. This is also correct. Fertilized eggs are encased ootheca. Female produces 14 to 6 ootheca, each containing 9 to 10 eggs. So this is wrong. D statement is wrong. Which is wrong? Am I correct or wrong? Which statement is wrong? 27th. See, female produces, there is around 5 to 6 ootheca. Each ootheca contains how many eggs? 14 to 16 eggs. Okay,
Yes.
where they arise 14 to 16 nymphs arises from them. Okay, that is the reason the statement is wrong. Okay, female produces probably it might be uh, 9 4 to 6 or something. I remember the number as okay, and each containing 14 to 16 eggs. So you get 14 to 16 nymphs. Okay, so that is what you have to remember. So they have given wrong numbers. That is the reason D is a wrong answer. So the diagram represents the reproductive organ of male cockroach. Choose the correct combination of labeling. Okay, so we have to choose the correct combination of labeling. What does A represent? Is it 10th tergum or B? What is it? And C, what does it represent? Okay, so these labeling we have to uh, choose. This is the reproductive organ of male cockroach. See, A is the eighth sternum, B is anal circus, B is anal circus, C is 10th tergum, okay, D is anal styles. See, they are, it is not labeling, they are anal styles. So D itself, see, the correct answer is seen in A and E. D is correct statement, but A is not anal circus, so E is ruled out. So the correct answer is A is eighth sternum, B is anal circus, D is anal styles, which is found only in male, C is 10th tergum. Okay, so A is the right answer, or the correct combination of labeling is A. See, this sort of diagram oriented question might be there. You should be prepared for it. So 29th, heart of frog is four chambered, having sinus venosus with two ventricles without conus arteriosus. So since we are not studying frog, again, it might not be required. But anyway, just like amphibians, we'll try to solve that part of it. So 29th, the answer is B. So they are having, heart of frog is having sinus venosus. The respiration by skin is called. So what do we call it as? The respiration by skin. Pulmonary is by lungs. Trachea is different. Bronchial is different. Cutaneous respiration. So if there is a respiration by skin, what do we call it as? Cutaneous respiration. So in frog, Bidder's canal is a, yes, option D. Respiration by skin is called cutaneous. D is the answer. 31st, in frog, Bidder's canal or Bidder's canal is a part of reproductive system. So 31st C is the answer, reproductive system. The larvae of frog is known as, I think this is easy, you should be saying that. What is the larvae of frog known as? Yes, it is known as tadpole. Okay, so these are the questions that you have for the MCQ of your structural organization in animals. Good. I find a lot of you had responded even through the chat box. Good. Okay, so this is about it. And you have any doubts or questions on this paper part of it?